Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Wow, bangarang. Good evening, everybody. Glad to see you. Wow. Renee, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you were here. We have missed you. Welcome, Cynthia. Leanne, you all know that's Gillian, my wife. Glad everybody's here this evening. Deborah, good to see you. And so as we get this thing rolling, we're going to see what's happening. Let's start with a prayer. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, the Divine Mother, all one and the same. We say thank you for everything that you've given us in trying times and things that have happened. We tend to forget you still have given us your love, your light, and the wonderful resources that we see all around us. May you gather that resource around us, bring your angels in, bring the spirit guides in. Let me hear your words in these readings tonight and not mine come out, but yours. So in all this, we give thanks and we pray for your holy protection. And all we say, so mote it be. All right, really cool. So good evening, everybody. Andrew, glad you're here. Wow, bangering. A lot of people coming through the door. So tonight, what you need to hear. You know what? We're going to start with I'm just going to move my coffee out of the way. And then I thought, well, that's kind of silly. I'm going to start with my Archangel Tarot deck. And we are just going to ask Spirit right now. We're going to ask God, we're going to ask the Mother to say, give us a message right now that you want us to hear. Those that are listening, those that are here, those that are present. What is something we need to hear? Sierra and Dell, good to see you. Wow, glad you are here. Wow, okay. So here we go as we get this party started. Let's see what's happening. So what Spirit has to say for this message using the Archangel Power Tarot deck. Let's see what we've got here. And here we go. So I'm going to do my cut, find out what's going on. The first card out of the deck in our first look, Epiphany 9. A lot of times this is going to be the Hermit card in any other deck. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Now is not a time to let anger or anything come out. It is time to remember to be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. A lot of us are searching for answers. A lot of people are saying, hi, what's going on? What's happening around the world? Everything, it's just gotten kind of crazy. But now it's time to bring into yourself. Get back in touch with Spirit, and you will notice that this is Archangel Raziel is here, and he's helping you walk your own path. He's here to say it's time for you to get back in line with Spirit and stop worrying about everything else that's going on in the world. We have, wow, major arcana here coming crazy. Solutions, success that comes from objective compromise. Wow, is this ringing true about what's going on all around it today? Self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. A lot's been going on. And we do, as healers, we need to let all of our personal opinions on some things kind of go away and join into the fact that we all need healing, that healing is needed no matter what part or what thing's going on. So this healing is here, 9 and 14. We're up to a 23, okay? And this is the Archangel Zadkiel. Now, when we take a look at all of this together, we have the 8 of Gabrielle. And Gabrielle, this is about fire. This is about that will. And what is this saying? A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So things are happening, things are going on, things are trending. We need to make ourselves aware of what's going on and make up your own mind of what's happening, what's going where. But above all, remember, this is about putting out love, caring, and we need to come at things from a more spiritual standpoint. 14 Solutions Temperance card is all about saying, we got to have balance. We've got to bring Spirit back in and not let things drag us into some of these deep emotional things. But the success is going to be meeting in the middle, finding that balance. And the 8 of Gabrielle, so we go from 9:23 to 8:31. 3, creating something beautiful. 1, a new beginning. 31 coming together for a 4, which is establishing a new solid base. We need to, if you're floundering right now, if you're like wondering what's going on, maybe it's time that we sit back and reformulate, come back to yourself. What's your spiritual outcome? Where are you at? Get down the middle. Don't try to pick everything apart. And remember, it is a time when things are happening, things are occurring, and we need to be walking our own path and finding that spiritual path. So that's what I have right there for us to start with. We're going to do more of this tonight. Let's see what happens, and we'll find out what's going on. So some questions are starting to come in. Let's see what's happening here. And as always, bangerang, welcome. Okay, let me get over here. Wow, a lot of questions starting to come in. So right out of the gate, if you come in, you have a question, put it in here. Do me a favor. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. When this is over, do me a favor. Share, share, share. Okay? That's how we can share this energy. That's how things can happen. So, Aaron, what is Spirit telling me? That's a very good question. Let's find out, Aaron. And as usual, if anybody needs a more in-depth and detailed reading, in the links down below, you're going to see some where you can actually book a session with me. There's links to books and things of that nature, other different products that Gillian and I have worked on. We have down there. You're going to see a new one. Y'all make sure you go check it out. I'm going to be talking about that a little later. Okay. Finally, something I tried that really worked, and it seems to be working. I'm going to share with everybody. So here we go. All right. Now, Aaron, what is Spirit telling me? Spirit, here we go. Aaron wants to know what the message is. Aaron, right out of the gate, we have the 3 of Raphael. This is talking about celebrating time, love. Read this card. Reasons to celebrate. A community of friends. Happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So there's some things going on around you emotionally that is going to make you very happy. Look at this, possibly a ship coming in, some things that are happening. So if you've been looking at something, now's the time. Follow that message we did before. Take a chill. Lean on those around you and understand there are people in your life that are coming to you that you can trust and will celebrate something with you. We have the moon, okay? If you're looking for answers, what this card is saying is use your intuition, the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. If you can look at this card, the moon card always talks about you're never going to have all the answers laid out in front of you, but you might if you listen to what's going on. The moon is there lighting things up, giving you this full moon to give you some light into darkness of what's happening around you, Aaron. And what this is saying is to get the true answers, you've got to follow your intuition. Spirit's not going to lay the exact answer or the exact route out there, but in a way they put it in your heart and put it in your soul. So now listen to this with this intuition. We have the loyal, fluffy little dog that you want domesticated. But then we have the wild dog over here, the wild animal. This is actually a raccoon, okay, in this picture. And what this is saying is we have to use both parts, our tame, our docile, our domestic, but there are times we might need to tap into that wild side of us to say, okay, I got to get going. This is one of those things. So the moon, Archangel Haniel, is there to tell you that you need to use your intuition. So 5 of Ariel. This is the 5 of Pentacles in another deck. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. This is about something you're going through, and you need to understand help is there. Help is coming. Help is on the way. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Man, I'm a firm believer in self-fulfilling prophecies. You can create your own world, your own happiness, and these things are able to be done. If you keep doubting, you know this whole saying of Plan for the worst, hope for the best. Absolutely a crock of crap, okay? If you're planning for the worst, then a lot of times you're only so-so on a good day when you come out of it, okay? Plan for the best. Plan for the best, the things to go right. Start putting that out there. So, Aaron, what we've got here is the 3, the 18, 21, 5, 26, 2 and 6 come together, 2 relationships, 6 victory, but coming together for an 8. Movement, movement, movement. There's something you're wanting to do, and movement is at hand. So you need to be taking an account and looking at what you need to do to move forward. Banger. Wow. Okay, Aaron. Great. Fantastic. Glad you're here. Andrew, question. Seeing 1111 and 711 more than a few times a week lately. All right. A lot of people refer to these as angel numbers, things like that. What specifically does Spirit say? We are going to ask Spirit about the cards. One of the things I firmly believe in, and y'all know me, I'm big on numerology, things like that. 1111 is a 4, establishing a new base or whatnot. But it's also emphasizing new beginnings, new starts, the individual in you. But one of the things that this could be doing is angel numbers are coming around to get you to get into the present, to make you aware that they're trying to talk to you, that Spirit's trying to give you a message and to listen. 711, 9, okay? That is a 9. That's about manifesting, bringing things out, bringing things to life, all right? But if you're seeing numbers repeatedly, those are talking about, we're trying to get your attention. I believe this would be saying we're going to start a new base. We're trying to get you to get across the finish line. But let's see what Spirit has to say, Andrew, and we will go from there, okay? So, Andrew, here we go. All right, let's bring this up and see. Helps if I hit the right button. Boom, there we go. Andrew, using the Archangel Tarot deck, here we are, right out of the gate, 8 of Raphael. Boy, if Bridget, you're listening, we got Rafi running in tonight all over the place. 8 of Raphael. Now, remember I talked about a lot of movement, things like that? There is something better waiting for you. This is saying, do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. There might be some people telling you, you got to do this, you got to do that. Do what's right for you, meaning sometimes we need to leave some things behind and walk on and get back on our path. Remember that general reading for everybody right out of the gate was the Hermit, was that card saying it's time to walk your own path. And Raphael is going to be there to help you find your way as you move forward. We have the 16, change your life. Wow. 2 cards that are coming together to just give you an absolute story. Something doesn't serve you anymore, it's time to walk away from it. Doesn't mean you got to be mad or angry. But 16 is the Tower, change in your life. Archangel Chamuel, or Shamuel, some people would say, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Are you looking? These numbers that are popping up to you, there's something they're trying to tell you. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Something's trying to change for you, Andrew, and this is saying we're here, but you got to pay attention. You got to follow us, and you got to trust in yourself and trust in the path. Now, finally, look here, Knight of Raphael. Committed romantic relationships. Is this on a romance? I don't know, okay? But the Knight is about that wonderful romantic feeling, dramatic, poetic, introspective. It's what's calling up there. So taking a look on the inside, being swept off your feet, situations or topic that make your heart flutter. And what this is, a lot of times everybody always associates this card with, a romantic knight, your knight in shining armor coming in, or your princess in shining armor, whatever that may be for you, Andrew. But what this is also telling me on the inside is you've got to be looking inside. You've got to take a look at yourself. If you want to find this, are you committed to your path? Are you committed to where you need to go? And that is where you're going to find your answers, and you're going to be able to have life move forward and take a great balance and step forward. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Excellent. Andrew, way to go. Way to go. Some of my new people out there, you heard me say bangarang. I got that from the movie Hook. All right. Whenever they put something out, if it was a good return, they yelled bangarang. And all this is about what the Bangarang tribe is about, what Tarot and Attitude is about you getting grounded. It's about us helping you find your magic, reclaiming your magic so you can find your wings and you can fly, just like Peter Pan. We had magic in us as children, and we've let the whole adult world take it out of us. Refind it. Find that joy. Find that happiness. These things are going to be. So that's what's going on. Sierra and Dell. Hey, Rev Rob, what message does Spirit have for me? Thank you. Let's check that out and see. All right, here we go. All right. Sierra and Dell, what message does Spirit have for Sierra and Dell? I love these questions. Those are great questions. Let's find out. All right. All right. And then when I get done with Sierra and Dell, there's 3 more people up there. Renee, Aditi, and Jennifer, y'all. I'm going to get y'all. I'm going to take a little minute here and do some laundry, out in here and get some things squared away of what's going on and what's happening around and get my mind squared. Okay. So, but Sierra and Dell, here you go. Let's find out what Spirit has to say for you, Sierra and Dell. All right. I'm being told to cut the deck again. Don't know why. So I just do it. All right. We have perspective. Archangel Chamuel again. Now, there's a better way. This is telling me you're running up against something and you keep kind of butting into something, or you're trying to change something and you can't get through a blockage or a gate. Okay. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Remember the reading at the beginning. Okay. Looking, finding balance. Dare to be different. Take a listen. And that's the key thing. Listen. Look at what's going on. I had somebody at one point, God rest her soul, that I was helping in a call center. All right. Nobody wanted her. She's the nicest lady I ever met. Things like that. I took her and I said, I'm going to listen. But the key thing is listening. And what I learned in listening, long story short, is as in call centers, as we do, people had call times they had to deal with and things. She was always her customer service was great, but she was taking too long. What I learned by listening and not trying to figure it out, listening, was there was abuse going on at home. A woman would come on the phone, she'd have no problem. A man would come on the phone and challenge her, and she would literally go into a speech impediment. Okay? Literally go into a speech impediment. We were able to get her help. We were able to get her support. She was able to get out and actually became an all-star of my team. This is what we're talking about with perspective. Listen at what's going on. There's more information than what you see or what you know. Stop, pause, flip upside down, take a look at what's happening. Sometimes we have to look at the world from a different perspective, from somebody else's perspective. Even if we don't understand their perspective, we need to look at it from their way and try to see what they're seeing and why. We have the page of Michael. This is about study, truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. Tarot and Attitude. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. You're going to need to let me know how this is resonating with you, because these are just what's on the cards. But when we look at the perspective and we look at exactly what this says, a challenge, and I told you, Spirit was telling me, this sounds like there's a challenge and you're having problems breaking through. Stop. Get the emotions out of it and start looking at what's going on. Finally, here we have the Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving, psychic. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. If you are picking up on some things, Sierra and Dell, but you don't know what to do, trust yourself. Allow yourself to love yourself. Allow yourself to love and let the energy flow through love We saw that in the initial reading tonight for everybody. And look at how much that's playing out for everybody. The Queen of Raphael is here to tell you, you know what? Take that part of the bad emotions out and listen in love and let us guide you. Raphael is here to try to lead you forward, and they need you to take on that motherly, nurturing role with yourself and with those closest to you. Wow. So that very well could be what we're talking about with that perspective, trying to understand where somebody's coming from. And that's going to take that strong, nurturing spirit. So bangarang. Okay, let's get over here. All right. Renee, you're coming up next. We're going to find out what's coming and we'll see what's happening. Oop, I clicked on the wrong thing here. Let me go. So first things first. All right. The week, I think it's August or October 26th. I'm going to be back at the Off Cabin again, doing a live the Sunday right before Halloween. So I don't have the link down in there yet, but I want everybody, if you can, to buy tickets. If you can come over here, we're going to have a great time. I'd love to see people in person. I'll be doing live in-person readings. Now then, talking about Halloween. Bridget and I coming up on Wednesday, okay? We're going to start, this is the Wednesday before we get into October, okay? The official Halloween season for me. And what Bridget and I have talked about is every Wednesday, we're going to try to start discussing something that is relevant to Halloween, whether it be superstitions, whether it be vampires, whether it be aliens, doesn't matter. We're going to draw off this with tarot and with oracle cards and Halloween. We've got Halloween decks. We got things going. Now, this Wednesday night, day after tomorrow, okay, we're going to try to have the show, all right? I'm going to be on a train headed for Florida. Yes, we're taking a train. Never done that. We're doing it. So Gil and I are going to have a ball. We're going to take the train. It's going to depend on how much the internet allows me to do this. Train's supposed to have internet, everything. So I'm proceeding like it's going to be there. But if you log on Wednesday night and we're not there, that's what happened. But we are definitely going to try it. We'll be talking to Bridget later, and we're going to be putting something together, and that's going to be what's happening. Now, only a few people know this, but several months ago, okay, I got literally attacked with something, okay, spiritually or whatnot, and it almost killed me. All right, literally. We are talking in the literal sense. A couple of people know it. Not everybody knows it. I'm great. I'm fine. And I want to tell you why, okay? They had me cancel my trip to Florida, told me I couldn't go on a thing. I got an infection, got sepsis, and literally had the hole in my back the size of a tennis ball that was 2.5 inches deep. I could not wear the medical gear they wanted me to wear, and they said this is going to slow everything down, and it would be literally month upon month. We had to cancel all of our plans and everything else. Well, guess what? Somebody introduced me, okay, his name's Ian, okay, to this thing called LifeWave X39. There's a link down below. You'll see it, lifewave.com/Reverend Rob. I put one of these on at the base of my skull or above the top of my spine every day for 12 hours. That's it. Leave it there. All right. What I've noticed, my energy perked up. Some of my insight actually seems like it got better. For those of y'all trying to get that intuition chimed in. But we're going to Florida because in this whole thing, I'm going to put this right here. I just got to share this because people need this, all right? In this whole thing, what you need to understand is all of a sudden I started healing at a huge, faster rate. Every time I go in, the doctors, the nurses would be like, okay, you're doing good. And I was healing faster than I did when they had this wound vac thing on me and everything going. This, I firmly believe it was this. This is phototherapy. It's a little patch. It's no bigger than a quarter, okay? I don't know how it all works, but it works on light frequencies, photosensitivity therapy, And this thing has made a huge difference. Gillian started trying it. It was actually telling me today her knees are feeling better. Things were better. She was more balanced walking through the yard where she used to be very unsteady or whatnot. We have fallen in love with this. That's down there. And I'm going to be talking about it more. I'm not going to turn this into a sales thing. But it's very important to me when I find something that actually worked, I needed to let people know. And that's what you've got. So when you go down to the description and you see that, let me know. If you want some more information, just holler at me and we'll set it up. I'm actually going to set up probably a Zoom meeting for anybody that's interested to take a look at how everything's got a 90-day money-back guarantee, whatnot. I love it. Couldn't go wrong. But the phototherapy is one of the things. It's got little crystals in it, and it actually reflects light and reflects the heat from your body back in to reactivate dormant stem cells. I love it. I'm thrilled to death with it and couldn't be happier. So that was very important for me. I wanted to share that tonight. So let's find out. Now, here we go. Renee, boom. What does Spirit have for me? Really could use guidance right now. Can't we all? Don't we all? That's so important that we understand that guidance is imperative in everything we do. So let's take a look. Renee. All right. Here we go. I'm going to bring this back up. Gillian always says, people want to see you shuffle. So here we go. Y'all are watching me shuffle. All right. So, Renee, it's so good to see you. Glad you were here. What does Spirit have for Renee? Let's find out. Okay. Now then, I love doing what I do. This is so much fun. All right. So your light card right out of the gate, the 6 of Ariel. Now, this is the 6 of Pentacles. This is about material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Now, be open to giving. But one of the things I want you to be careful of, every time we're talking about giving, and I've had to be warned of this too much, we can give too much. Use your mind, use your thing. So if there's something you're going into here, or maybe you need some help, allow somebody to give this to you, or you need a time for a return. So the 6 of Ariel, it would be a 6 of Pentacles. All right. So this means things are going to come through and you're going to be able to share something awesome with other people. Look, wow. 6s abound. 6s are victory. Look at this. So we're looking at double 6. All right. This is the 6 of Raphael. Memories, reminiscing, embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Could be somebody poking their head in from the past, things like that. Something that's going on, or a reminder that you may be taking yourself a little too seriously. Okay. But the 6s here are talking about being able to give, understanding, victory, claiming victory, being happy again, finding that inner child, bangarang, finding your wings and flying again, and remembering when things were magical. So what we do here is we have the Ace of Ariel. This is the beginning. New resources. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or promotion. There's a lot of stuff going on here, Renee, that you need to be aware of. That yes, it's your time. You can trust it. It's time to be happy again. Raphael is here to try to guide you down a path, and new resources are coming for you in some way, shape, or form. So take a look at this. Know what's going on. Proceed with caution, but proceed with joy that something's great. Claim this victory. Claim it now. Own it. Know what you see, but be open and get all that stuff that's out of your control, out of your mind, and be able to move forward and see clearly. Wow, new resources coming. Things like this, you're going to be able to help some people out, but I want you to be careful how much you're helping out. That's the whole thing there. All right. Wow. Bangarang. So glad to see you. You know, Aditi, question. I feel really lost. What will happen when I pass my exams? I don't know why, but really scared. Am I going something wrong? Angel guidance. Let's take a look. You know what? Whoo! I remember that feeling, Aditi, especially going through school. Okay. What's happening? Where's it going? Things are happening too fast. And some of this is actually fear of success, is what I'm getting for you, is that you need to understand you are able to get through this and it's natural. So let's ask Spirit right now what you need to know about this and what your guidance is. Feels really lost. What will happen when will I pass my exams? See it as done. I don't know why, but really scared. Am I going something wrong or am I doing something wrong? Okay. Angel guidance. You know what? Are you following your heart? This is the first thing. Are you doing something you want to do? Is this where you want to go or what you want to be? If you're not sure, then you need to take a look at that and find out. So here we go. Spirit, first card, your light card, the 4 of Michael. Guess what? You've been under a lot of pressure. Give your brain a rest. All right. Insights that come from quiet meditation. Leave this frenetic energy and everything and the worry and the scaring. Let it go. Okay. Michael is here to help you establish a new baseline. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Sound familiar? That's what I need you to understand. A lot of this, you're so worried about success, okay? You're bringing up a lot of very negative energy within yourself. Fear is coming through, and it's only natural. Let that go. Let's take care of today, and then take care of tomorrow, and then take care of the day after that. You're going to be fine. You know, Michael always comes around, all right, when it's about studying and school and things like that. He's the communicator. He's that person that is there to help you in the way you see things, your conscious mind. But look at what we have right here, the magician. Again, Archangel Raziel. Listen to this. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. We are getting very strong messages for you. It's about you. It's about what you're doing, what you're breeding. You can make your happiness your joy. You have to understand that this is all within you. If you take on and manifest and bring this out and know where you're going and find your footing, all right? Spirit is saying, we are here to help you. We're going to give you a hand and you're going to be able to move forward. Look here. Ace of Ariel again. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, and support, a change in job, or a promotion. This is all going to pay off for you. Be patient, okay? Sing songs of joy. Get out in the sun. Say thank you. Claim the promise and claim the greatness that's coming your way. And for the hard work you've put in to get there, that's on you. You did it. Enjoy it. Things are going to be okay. All right? Take some time. Things are going to be okay. Great work. Great work. Way to go. That 4 of Swords is always a kicker for me about telling people, take a chill pill. All right? Relax. Don't blow things up in your head. You can't win every battle. You're not going to win every battle. This one, you've done everything you could do. Wait and see what happens, and you'll be able to move forward. Wow. Bang. All right, Jennifer O'Rourke. Hi, Rev. I would love to know if Spirit has a message for me. Also, if time allows, could we say some prayers for my fur babies? Thank you, Troy. Absolutely. That is what we are here for. Spencer, Dusty, and Zipper, greatly appreciated. Yes, we will absolutely do that. I do firmly believe in praying for anything and everything, from plants and gardens to trees. We pray for rain. We pray for, why should we not pray for our pets that bring love and joy into our life? And a lot of times they bring healing. So what is the message that Spirit has, okay, for Jennifer? Jennifer, so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Let's get over here and get this party started. All right, here we go with your light card. Looky here. the page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. Go back to the beginning when I talked about balance being so important. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of an education. You might be getting a new opportunity to learn something, try something new. This could also be coming in learning something new about the animals, about the pets, some way you can help them. Time to get to work. You know, we have the page here. And what she's saying is that page is that powerful, passionate spirit about what's going on in your real world. It's okay. Dig in. Go after what you want. Don't let anybody throw you on it. Wow, lot of Ariel going here. We have the king, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Hear that? Let me repeat it. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. Okay? Now, what does that mean? It means you can't get emotional about it. You have to make yourself happy. You have to do things to make other people happy. You have to do things. It's okay to make yourself happy, but be balanced is what we're saying here. Using your resources wisely. You have to step up and say, okay, either a king-like figure, a male figure might come in and offer you some financial guidance and advice. I would listen if it's somebody you trust. Or it's saying you need to get those boundaries wrapped up around you and you take on that masculine part of yourself where it's time to take control of your resources or what's going on. The 8 of Raphael. So here again, we have the 8. We've seen this 8 tonight, okay? There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. This is time saying, have you been doing the same thing over and over again? What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The 8 of Raphael is here to tell you that it's time to step away from those old routines, those things that aren't working or you're not getting as fast as you're going, and looking and taking that daring step forward. Leave it behind. Everything's going to be okay. Spirit will guide you on this mission. Spirit will guide you on this. And that's what's happening. All right. So now here's what we're going to do. Let me get the cards put up. All right. I don't know what's going on with the animals. All right. But we are going to ask for her fur babies. Okay. Jennifer, our most loving and heavenly Father, the divine mother that is that nurturing, caring spirit within God, the all. We summon you. We ask you now. Send Raphael, your healing angels down. These animals mean the world to Jennifer. She's worried about something with them. Send the healing angels to her so they can lighten up her mind and lighten up her heart and feel comfort and find their way. I'm asking now that Michael come through and clear her mind. Raphael, there. I'm asking both angels to come forward, step forward to Jennifer right now. Jennifer, these angels are charging forth around you. They are going to come around. If the dogs or whatever these critters are seem to make noises, they may feel their actual presence and spirit here. We are bringing the energy from above and below. We're merging it. We're going to bring that energy to you. And I'm asking that the angels reach out right now and put their grace and love and power into Jennifer and into these animals so she can feel whole and feel comforted and feel loved, and the animals know everything's going to be all right. So mote it be. Wow, Jennifer, bangarang. Woo! That felt great. Was glad. Thank you for that opportunity. I appreciate it. You know, I really, really appreciate it. All right. Melissa Gervais. I hope I said that right, Melissa, but I know I said Melissa right. So Melissa, hold on just a minute. Something's going on. I have no idea what's happening. I got things booming, banging around upstairs and everything. My wife's doing something, so we got to find out what's going on. Am I intuitive and seeing and hearing things? I am freaking out lately with it. It only happens every so often. It's strange. Melissa, here's one of the things I caution people about all the time. Everybody was born with that ability. We have the intuition. Remember the magician? We were given all of these things. If you ask for it, now, here's the whole thing. Do I need to go on hold here for a second? Huh?
Just keep going.
Okay. I'm just going in order. All right. Now, what we're talking about here is a lot of people ask for it, but we don't learn control with it. We don't learn how to accept it. We don't know what's coming. So you are intuitive. I can tell you right now, you are intuitive. And what you have to learn to do is this is going to be even more of a time, all right, to actually come through and start practicing mindfulness, meditation, being quiet and listening. You are also going to have to start to learn to put up a shell, Melissa, a protective coating. Let a white or blue light come forward, because you've got to learn to control it. Once your mind starts perceiving things and start hearing things, it can drive you nuts. But what you have to learn to do is put this protective shell around you, okay? Have this white light, sometimes blue, emanate from around you and cover you as protection. Then when you're getting a feeling, you can stop, open a portal, and allow that light to come in, and you will be able to see what's happening, okay? That's going to help you out even more, okay? So here we go. I'm going to read some cards for you. All right. Let's see what's happening. Okay, let me bring this up here. All right. Okay, here we go. Melissa. Melissa wants to know about her intuition, what's going on. What message do you have? I'm really getting a pressure. I'm getting a heaviness. I want you to understand it's not bad. 7 of Raphael. We have choices we have to make. Time to make a decision. If this is something you've asked for, is this something you really want to tune in and hone into? If so, then you're going to have to be clear on what you want. Okay? Take action, a need for detoxification. If you're feeling this and you're feeling overwhelmed, it is time to let things go. All right? Detox. And this is you moving up to another level. So what we're doing here is the 5 of Michael. This can be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. There are situations that are happening for you right now that aren't serving you because you're getting in your head about it. I would normally call this my grief card, okay? Or this is where you're in a battle in your head, where your head is, you're overthinking it, okay? Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. You're overthinking this. Start getting more spiritual with it, okay? That's going to be important with you, all right? If you'd like my help, again, you can book a session with me. I'll be glad to talk with you, and we can go through this as you're evolving into what this is coming. We finally have the King of Gabriel. Now, the King of Gabriel, this is fire. This is the wands. This is what you want to do. This is where you want to go. Keep your eyes on the big picture. This is why I'm saying it's mindfulness. It's going slow. When people start this awakening process, and I'm talking about the true awakening, something of like what you're going through, everybody thinks it's going to be this, oh, so sweet and peaceful. And it's not. It can really be earth-shattering because it causes you to start rethinking things that you grew up with, different things. And then when you start hearing things, you start questioning yourself or whatnot. Take things slow. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. What this is telling me, and wow, in the 7 of Raphael, we're combining this intuition, and I have a budding empath here where you're taking on problems of other people, and it's all starting to get to you. You need to start blocking some of that out so you can use it in piecemeal. It's going to be very important. Look for guidance in an empath. You're an empath as well. And that happens with intuition because your intuition lets you know what other people are doing, thinking, where they're going. You'll start hearing voices because you've asked to hear them. Be careful. It's time for you to start putting a structure in and saying, okay, start your morning with some type of meditation with spirit, not allowing anything bad that's to come in. You need to make sure that when you're doing this, you're starting your morning routine with a big light of protection, okay? And acknowledging spirit, God, the Father, the Mother, all right? And that nothing that is not of that is allowed to affect you. Take this slow, take it easy. You'll be able to come through this okay, all right? So it's very powerful, very cool. Glad you're here. You're in the best spot to be, all right? Like I said, Wednesday night, I'll be on with Miss Bridget. You'll be able to see her and back here again live on Mondays. So that's it. But book it. Feel free to book a session. Would love to see it. Okay. Let's find out what's going on. Okay. All right. Here we go. Peace. What message does Spirit have for me? All right. Let's find out. Okay. Peace. Oh, here we go. All right. Peace wants to know what message Spirit has. Let's see what's happening. All right. Okay. First time tonight I've had problems getting the cards to go back together. Let's see what this is and what this is about. Okay. So, lovers. We have the lovers, which sometimes this to me is not so much about lovers, but it's about commitment. The archangel, again, Raphael. Make choices from your heart. There are things that are going to happen. You're going to have choices you have to make. This is about being victorious and moving forward in your life and bringing some things in, but it's going to require commitment, okay? Deeply emotional commitments. Look at there, okay? The power of love. When you're doing these things, it's okay to make decisions, but bring that love in, like we talked about in the very early message of the show tonight. Bring that in, okay? And let's find out what's going on. Now, the page of Gabrielle. This is about finding that passion, finding that heart. Remember, Gabrielle's fire, that will, that where you want to go. What do you want to do? Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. One of the things that happens that I see happen a lot of times is we become afraid to move and then things don't seem clear. It's okay. Trust yourself. Do what you need to do. Move forward in your own path and in your own way and in your own light. Now, peace, the biggest thing is we have the 9 of Michaels. Stop stressing about it, okay? Stop stressing about what's going to happen. You have to start living for today, living for now, and planning for a beautiful, wonderful future. Your worry is unnecessary. So see, in all of this, we're allowing too much of our head to get in the way, okay? Worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome. Remember me saying this earlier to somebody else? We have to start seeing things as they're happening. This is the year for manifesting, bringing things to life, especially this month, okay? Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. You know what? We've all done things we're sorry about. We've all done things where I screwed up my life, things like that. But guess what? The sun came up, the sun goes down. The sun came up, the sun goes down, okay? It's time to let that go, all right? And say, I'm grabbing hold of tomorrow, all right? It's awesome. If we make that path and make that way, things are going to go awesome for you. That's the message I have for you, peace. So, or that's the message that Spirit got. So that's where we're at, and that's what's going on. You know what? Thanks. Don't have money right now to get coaching, and not sure if want it yet, but appreciate maybe in time I will. Not a problem. Not a problem. But you can start devouring information about protection and getting things together. That's all that matters right now, is start getting and taking things slow. Put a hedge of protection around yourself, and that's going to make a huge difference. Thanks, everyone. In time, I may try. Right now, I'm not ready for it. Understand. We've all been there, and it can be a scary process. All right? Let's see what's happening. All right. So here we are. Do I just ask spirits and higher power to protect me with blue light and stop anything coming for now? Yes, but you have to have that one-on-one feel. What do you believe in? Who do you believe in? Okay. What spirits do you believe in? And what you need to do is have that connection with whatever your higher power is, and have that emanate. But you want that to emanate from within you and come out. Visualize holy protection coming from within you, because you're going to be talking with spirit, you're going to be talking with loved ones, you're going to be talking with things, and you want this protection right now. And then you need the guidance to show you what to do next. You can do a lot of research online without spending a lot of money, okay? And if you got any questions about, if you find something that's contradictory, pop back in here. We'll be glad to answer the question for you, okay? Wow. Donna, good to see you. Glad you are here, and Banger, glad to see it. So much going on. Everything's happening. Everybody remember, Wednesday night, I'm planning on being here with Miss Bridget, maybe even having Miss Gillian on. We'll all be on at the same time. But it all is going to be depending on how Amtrak's internet services work on the train for me, okay? So let's see what happens. I'm trying. I'm going to give it my best shot, things that are there. Again, any information down below, you can find out. There's a tip jar down there if you want to. It's not required, but anything's helpful. A lot of information down below. And if you want to find out about the LifeWave, there's a lot of information on that link right there. But I'll be glad to talk to everybody. Yeah. And next Monday night, I intend to do a live show again, but it's going to be live from the cruise ship. We're going to do it on the cruise ship. If I can do it, I'll do it on the balcony or somewhere, and y'all can see what's going on, and we're just going to have a good time. So that's my intention. So with all that being said, everybody, take what you want. Leave what you don't, okay? Discard it. It doesn't matter, okay? Just don't leave it here, all right? Take it with you. Throw it in the trash. It's okay. But leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Bang on.